This is Knit and Crochet Together, and we're still on our doll or dog blanket. In order to make this next row, this is video 7, by the way. I said at the end of the last video that it was video 6. It's video 7, and this is a dog blanket or doll blanket, not a dog suit, like I said on my last video accidentally. Now, we don't want to do a row if it's not going to end up on the side where we changed colors last time. We have to change colors on the same side every time to make the back and the front have a wrong side and a right side. Okay, so if this isn't 12 lengths, then we have to cut it off. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, ran out of yarn. We can't make that last row even though we have 6 lengths of the needle, because it'll mess up our pattern of the wrong side and the right side of our blanket. So I'm gonna have to cut it off now. And I left my scissors in the house. Okay, I got it. So I'm tying on this next color. It's also bluish, another multicolored blue that I have a whole basket full of all different colors. This is going to be a multicolored suit. If you want to go and buy some yarn and make it all blue, you can, but I want to use the colors that I have. I've been poor for a long time, so I'm going to try to kind of cater to people who don't have a lot of money on my videos. Okay, I'm tying this down to the edge where the yarns meet twice. And then I'm going around the back side of this thread, tying it one more time, make sure it's secure, without knocking the thread off the needle. Now, I have plenty of yarn in this little ball, so I'm going to go ahead and keep knitting till I think I might have only 12 stretches across my needle again, and then I have to start measuring it. By tying this on the same side every time and making sure that this blanket has a wrong side and a right side. My channel is called Knit and Crochet Together. That's KNITANDCROCHETTOGETHER, one word, 2 T's, on YouTube videos. This is the 7th video on how to make a dog or doll blanket with a whole bunch of different colors. You can use up your old thread that you have ends to. Most of my ends are around this size, so that will make a pretty good pattern of about this much each color, about 1 inch of each color, maybe 1.5 inches on some colors. I'm not going to worry about the colors this time, because this is a way to use up your old yarn that's not old yarn, but remnants of your yarn that you've used to make other things, and you're just throwing it together. Instead of making the squares like a quilt, we're just making it long across this way, so we can cover up the edges with crochet when we're done, and you won't have any strings tied off in the middle of your blanket, which is nice, because if you make it in squares, you're going to have tons of strings hanging out the bottom, and then you got to cover them all up, which I don't want to use a sewing machine because I just don't want to depend on anything electrical. I don't have the money to fix the sewing machine if it breaks. So I like to just go with the basic stuff that I know I can afford. Crochet hook and a knitting needle. Took me a while to get those. The yarn that I've been buying is Red Heart yarn. I can usually get it at Walmart for about $2.50, $2.80 something. Some places are charging like $5, $6 for a skein of yarn. I wouldn't do that. It's too much. Maybe when I'm richer I will. So, just knitting along. Now that I've already made a couple colors, well, 2 colors, I pretty much know that this little ball is going to make quite a few rows. So I'm going to keep knitting until I figure that I only have about 12 rows left of my yarn, 12 lengths of the needle, so that I can make sure and get back to the side I want to be on where I tied on the yarn last time. Then I need 12 lengths of the needle in order to get to the tied off part over here. I've said this so many times. But if you didn't watch my other videos, yeah, you gotta watch number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and this is number 7. When I get back to the other side where this yarn is tied off, I'm going to measure, make sure I have 12 lengths of this yarn left so that I can go back and forth and get to this side where the yarn is tied off again. You'll see what I mean in a minute here. After you knit for a while, you can stop looking at your needles. You can pretty much knit and watch TV after you've knitted for a while. Crocheting, you have to look at what you're doing, pretty much. I can't watch TV and crochet, but I can watch TV and knit now. See? Don't even have to look. You just feel it. Da-dee-da-dee-da. Okay, I'm almost to the end. Da-dee-da. Sounds like someone's out in the front. Nope. Okay, I'm almost to the end of this row. We're going to measure 12 lengths so we can go all the way back this way and back to the edge where I tied off the yarn. Because each row is 6 lengths of the needle, which is about 12 inches. Well, these needles look a little bit longer than 12, maybe 13 inches long, and that's for 80 stitches across with a size 8 needle. Alright, I'm almost done. There it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, we're at the side where the string was tied on. I'm going to measure 12 lengths of the needle because we have to go down this way and back, and each row is 6 lengths of the needle. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have this much left, so I can go back and forth one more time probably. I don't think this is another 12 lengths of the needle. Look how small it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and go back and forth one more time. If you want to go on to video 8, you are more than welcome. I'm going to go all the way to the end of this row and back, and then I'm going to measure again in case you want to see what I'm doing to make sure there's 12 lengths of yarn. If there isn't 12 lengths of yarn, I'm going to tie it off and start another color. So video 8, I'll be changing colors. Maybe. Let's see how far I get on this color. I got that much more. Do you think that's 12 lengths of the needle? I don't think so. But I'm going to measure. I want to make sure you measure. See, this is not the side where you tie it. So I got to go all the way to here and all the way back before I can tie it. Alright, I'm almost to the end of this row. Go back to the other side. Change sides. Alright. Get to the end of this row. We're either going to tie it off or we're going to keep going with this color, but only if we have 12 lengths of the needle. So we can go back and forth and tie off on the right side. So the right side is the spot where we tied last time. Not this side. See, there's no yarn tied on this side. Gonna be a nice dog blanket or doll blanket. My neighbor's playing music really loud. Same neighbor who had the dog loose this morning. Actually, this is wide enough for a small baby. But not my babies. My babies were 8-9 pounds. It'd be too small for my babies. Got a little tiny baby, 5 or 6 pounds. It would work. So if you want to make a baby blanket, I would make it more like 100 stitches wide. Same method though. Alright, we're almost to the other end. Whoops. So I don't know if I already said this. My YouTube channel is Knit and Crochet Together. KNITANDCROCHET together. TEG. How do you spell together? TOGETHER. All in one word, 2 T's. YouTube videos. And if you can put in a search for doll or dog blanket, you can find all my videos on this project. This is video 7. It goes from 1 to 7. Okay, we're at the end of this row. Now we're going to measure again. If I don't have 12 lengths of this yarn, we can't go down here and up again. We're going to have to change the color of the yarn again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Looks like we have just enough to go down and up again. So in video 8, I'll get back at you when we're changing colors to the next color. Okay? I'll see you then. Video 8.